to work in favor of science and development. Under the President, Colonel Assimi Goïta, our country has the goal to set up research as one of our main areas. Mali is now creating a new technological scientific center that will be focusing on robotics research. Mali congratulates this summit in a moment where the world is progressively recovering from the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, when we start a decade of work to achieve the development goals of 2030. This summit gives us the opportunity to not only summarize our achievements, but also to renew our common determination to double the efforts and face the many challenges that still set back our countries. The theme of this summit urges us to think of this. Since 2012, Mali has been going through an unprecedented multidimensional crisis. Since the inherence of NATO in Libya, which has led to very difficult situations for us. This has also been strengthened by the impact of climate change and the consequences of the sanitary crisis 2019, which continues to impact the efforts of governments to reach the Sustainable Development Goals. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, in order to face the challenges in matters of humanitarian security, our President has initiated several institutional and political reforms to reform the state and set the basis for a virtuous and comprehensive and participative government. From this perspective, I would like to highlight that Mali, since July 2023, has a new constitution dedicating its fourth republic after a well-organized referendum. It is the undeniable proof of Mali's authorities to return to constitutional and peaceful order. The government is now working on organizing our next general elections. We also work on reinforcing our defense and security forces to allow us to protect our territories, our populations, and goods. The efforts carried out in this case have been positive. Several terrorists have been neutralized or destroyed, and many have been arrested. I would like to take this opportunity to thank some of the member states of this group for the role they have played in the struggle against insecurity in my country, bilaterally and multilaterally. In addition, we constantly pray for all the victims of the situation. The tangible results are a proof of the commitment of our people, and this allowed us to carry out a diagnosis of the country and to create the pertinent reforms to ensure a future for the country. Ladies and gentlemen, as previous speakers, we congratulate Cuba's resilience in the face of the blockade. Mali always supports the different resolutions in the UN and the African Union requesting to lift this blockade. However, I would like to communicate that similar measures have been imposed on African peoples. This has cost us many measures applied by different international organizations, it is important to highlight that these organizations lost their northern compass and carried out the same history in Burkina Faso by under the pressure of foreign entities. Mali reflects the sad reality.
Remember that since August 2022, Mali submitted to the Security Council of the United Nations a request for to present irrefutable proof to the international community, like illegal maneuvers to delay our financial requests to different international financial institutions, ignoring the states of the Sahel. On this, we see that the terrorist actions are consistent with these extrajudicial decisions. Despite this, the economic activity in the agricultural sector, particularly the production of cotton, mining activities, and the recovery of certain industries, should register a 5.3% growth between 2022 and 2023. Regarding SDGs, the government will continue to intensify its efforts in recovering vital sectors for development. Mali's economy, despite the different challenges, is a resilient economy. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, we need a change in paradigm. So we need more opportunities to fulfill the 2030 agenda. We need greater efforts for peace and sustainable development. Mali reaffirms its commitment to cooperate with different partners to achieve its sustainable development goals, respecting the principles stated by our head of state, respect of Mali's sovereignty, the respect for elections, and the respect for the vital interest of the people of Mali. Thank you for listening.